Hi, my name is Ashley Orr, and I will be discussing 2 activities to teach health topics related to mental health and stress reduction. The first activity is called Unique, That's Me, and is most appropriate for kindergarten through 3rd graders. However, I have adapted this activity specifically for kindergartners. It is integrated with music and science. So, the students will identify and describe ways in which they are unique. They will use music by completing a voice guessing game in which they will have to sing this song in the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Voices never are the same. Can you guess what is my name? One student will sing this song as the rest of the class closes their eyes, and then they will raise their hand and guess which student was singing. Each student will have a turn, and after every turn they will move around the room so that it is unpredictable of who will sing next. Then, once they are finished with the voice guessing game, they will integrate science by using a magnifying glass to examine their fingers and the fingers of the people in their groups to notice the similarities and differences between them. Then the teacher will pass out a yellow star that looks something like this. It will be a name tag. They will have a safety pin, and each group will be given either an ink pad or finger paint, and they will put their thumbprint in the middle of the star to look like this. Then, when they are finished, they will raise their hand, and the teacher will come around and pin it to their shirt, and they will be able to wear it throughout the day to remember that each one is unique. So I chose this activity because I truly believe that it's important for students to understand that they are unique and have a different perspective than everyone in the class, and that it's something to be celebrated. So now I will demonstrate how I would use it in the classroom. Good morning, class. Today we're going to be discussing how each one of you are unique. What does the word unique mean? Well, unique means that you are unlike anyone else. No one else in the world is just like you. Now, do you think it's good or bad to be unique? Well, it's good to be unique because you are different, and that is something to be celebrated. You bring something to the class that no one else does. Now, through our activity today, we will be discussing how each of you are unique. So, we're going to be playing a voice guessing game to show us how we are all unique, even our voices. So, we will be using this song in the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So let's practice together to get an idea of what we will sound like. Voices never are the same. Can you guess what is my name? So, you will each have a turn to sing this song while the rest of the class closes their eyes, and then they will raise their hand to guess who they think was singing. Now, after every turn, we will move around the class to make sure that we don't know who is singing next. Then, once we finish our voice guessing game, you will be given a magnifying glass, and you will be examining your fingers and the fingers of your partners in the group and noticing the similarities and differences between them. Once you've had enough time to do that, I will pass around a yellow star that looks something like this. Each group will have either finger paints or an ink pad, and you will place your thumbprint in the middle of the star to represent how each of you are unique. Then I will come around, you will raise your hand, and I will come around and put a safety pin in the star and place it on your shirt so that you may wear it as a name tag throughout the day to remind you that you are unique and that your differences should be celebrated. Once we have finished, we will then come back together and conclude the activity by discussing how each of us are unique in a positive way. The next activity that I have planned is titled Who Am I? And it is a worksheet that is most appropriate for 4th through 6th graders. However, I have adapted this activity specifically for 4th graders, and it is integrated with writing. Now, the students will identify and describe how they are also unique, and the class will discuss how everyone is unique and answer the following questions. What does it mean to have a unique quality? Will people have some different qualities even if they seem just alike? And what makes each person different? Then the teacher will pass out a Who Am I worksheet that looks something like this and give students time to complete it about themselves. Once everyone has finished, the teacher will collect them and read aloud several of the worksheets and allow the students to guess who they think wrote it. Then, to conclude the activity, the teacher will bring back the class to discuss the unique qualities of one another in a positive manner. I chose this activity because, as I said, for the younger students, it is also important for older students to recognize that they are unique, and it's important for them to celebrate their differences rather than trying to compare each other and to strive to be someone they're not or to conform to what society says is acceptable. So, now I will demonstrate how I will use it in the classroom. Good morning, students. Today we are going to be discussing how each of you are unique. Now, I would like us all to get in our groups to discuss how each of us are unique and think about the following questions. What does it mean to have a unique quality? Well, a unique quality is one that no one else has. Only you have that quality. It's special to you. Will people have some different qualities even if they seem just alike? Of course. No one is ever going to be just like you. Even identical twins have different personalities or different things that they enjoy. And what makes each person different? Well, each of us has a unique DNA strand that no one else in the world has and no one else in the world will ever have. So it's important to recognize that we all have unique qualities and that we should celebrate our differences rather than trying to compare ourselves and shape ourselves into something that society says is acceptable rather than embracing who we truly are. So now I'm going to pass around a Who Am I worksheet for you to complete. Once you have finished it, I will collect it and then I will read aloud several of these worksheets and give you an opportunity to guess who you think wrote it. Then we will come back as a class and discuss how we notice the unique qualities in our classmates in a positive manner.